Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about Henry's law. Henry's law was formulated by an English physician and also a chemist, William Henry, in the year 1803. So I'll give the definition for Henry's law. At a constant temperature, the amount of a given gas that dissolves in a given volume of liquid is directly proportional to the partial pressure of that gas in equilibrium with that liquid. So as we have been telling in the case of Raoult's law also, when a solvent is capable of dissolving solute, and both the solvent as well as the solute have the capacity to evaporate if they are volatile in nature, the pressure exerted by the vapor phase will be in equilibrium with that of the liquid phase. That means the vapor phase will be in dynamic equilibrium with that of the liquid phase in a sealed container. So similarly here also, at a constant temperature, the amount of a given gas that dissolves in a given volume of liquid is directly proportional to the partial pressure of that gas in equilibrium with that the liquid. So the partial pressure of a component over a solution is proportional to its mole fraction in the liquid. This is another definition for Henry's law. The partial pressure of a component over a solution is proportional to its mole fraction in the liquid. So that is represented as Pa is equal to Cx, where Pa is the partial pressure of component A and B. When we are considering a mixture of A and B, the Pa is the partial pressure of the component A, X is the mole fraction of A, and C is Henry's law constant. So we have already defined X A is equal to Na divided by Na plus Nb, where Na and Nb are the number of moles of A and B in a component. So mole fraction of a component A is the number of moles of A divided by number of moles of A plus number of moles of B, which means number of moles of A divided by total number of moles. So C is constant at constant temperatures. So we have already discussed about Raoult's law in the previous classes. So Henry's law we can consider Raoult's law it is a special case of Henry's law. Raoult's law is a special case of Henry's law. If C is equal to the vapor pressure of pure component, then Henry's law is equal to Raoult's law. We have discussed that partial pressure of solution or solvent, partial pressure of solvent, we will take solvent is equal to the pressure of solvent and mole fraction of solvent. So this is the pressure of the solvent exerted in the solution, and P0 solvent, it is the pressure of the solvent in its pure form. X solvent, it is the mole fraction of solvent. So we can equate or we can relate Henry's law with that of the Raoult's law. Here Pa stands for this one, Pa solvent, and X stands for that of solvent here, one of the components. And if C is equal to, if Henry's constant is equal to the pressure of the component in its pure state, then Henry's law it is equal to Raoult's law. So what are the limitations of this Henry's law? Henry's law only works if the molecules are at equilibrium. This is one of the major limitations of Henry's law. And Henry's law does not work for gases at high pressures also. So it does not work if there is a chemical reaction between the solute and the solvent. So chemical reaction or chemical interaction between the solute and the solvent is not possible. And if it is possible, Henry's law will not be applicable in this condition. I'll give you an example for Henry's law, like where it is applicable, like in carbonated soft drinks. Carbonated soft drinks, we can see that. Consider any carbonated soft drink where in the sealed bottle we will get a soft drink, and when we open the bottle, the gas which is dissolved in that, it is carbonated in the sense it is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is dissolved in that liquid at high pressure. So when we are opening the cap of the bottle, you can hear a hissing sound and the bubbles coming out of that liquid, which is due to the escape of the carbon dioxide gas molecule. The carbon dioxide gas is compressed with high pressure. At high pressure it is compressed or it is dissolved in that liquid. So when we are opening the bottle, it will come out due to the release of the pressure. So otherwise, if it is not open, it will be having an equilibrium with that of the gaseous carbon dioxide and dissolved carbon dioxide. So when it is open, the carbon dioxide molecules will try to escape from there due to the release of the pressure. So this is one of the applications of Henry's law, where we can observe Henry's law. Hope you understand the concept of Henry's law. Thank you.